welcome back, everybody. It's been a break again. I mean, we just had a break, then we were back. Now we're back again. But so is life of non-professional streamers. We take breaks. But today I'm here with just Terrence, because Jason is trying to figure out how to buy a home. So maybe if you got some advice, leave that in the comments for us, and then we can give it to him, because we're too lazy to give him advice ourselves. So, Terrence, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I do think he's bought the home. I think he's going through the paperwork of actually getting it in his name and everything.
Oh, is he? Okay,
Yeah.
so he's... Alright, well, for those of you at home that don't know, because you're like me and don't have DSTV anymore, in Ireland, I don't know what you watch sport on, but SA it's DSTV. The T20 World Cup is on. And I don't know how much you've been following it, Terrence, but been some interesting scorelines. I think that's about all I can say. Is there's been some interesting scorelines.
Yeah. So I've been watching it on highlights on YouTube because, first of all, I have a full-time job. Second of all, I've got a satellite outside the house that connects to the TV, and I should be able to get sport on there, but the cable is not long enough to where I put my TV. So, and I'm too lazy to even bother getting a longer cable extension. So, yeah, I just watched the highlights. And you know what? The most exciting highlight was definitely the recent South African game. First of all, how do you draw with Afghanistan, South Africa? And then how do you draw with them again? And a super over. And then, yeah, thankfully they actually won.
Thankfully. I mean, it was pretty wild. I mean, 187 for 6 is what South Africa posted. That's a pretty good score on a T20. That's not a bad score. So I think the decks, first of all, let's just clear that. Looking at the other scores, India scored 209 against Namibia. Nepal, Italy, doesn't really count. Sri Lanka scored 225 against Oman. Holy moly. That's wild. That's a big score. Sure. And then, so I think the decks are a little bit more favoring the batters, because there are some impressive scores. But yeah, 187 for 6. Afghanistan, 187 all out. Yo.
But I must say,
so they've done...
Ngidi bowled very well. He seemed to have... I would say he's replacing Rabada. Rabada's kind of old. He's not old by any means, but I feel like he's kind of falling off. He's like old news, and Ngidi's taking his place. It was always the other way around. Ngidi was the backup bowler, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to bowl some really good balls, some very good slow balls, which did get him 2 wickets. And surprisingly, David Miller can still move in the field like a 20-year-old. He's pushing 40 now, surely.
If there's the odd chance he sees this in comments, I don't even know what I'll do, but I will do something impressive just to mark that momentous occasion. But I think also Dave Miller pulling out all the stops and proving why every international T20 tournament want him to play in their tournament, because again, just showing that he has that BMT, that big match temperament, even though there's technically still early stages, but when the team needed it,
yep,
he was putting his hand up saying, I'm gonna do this. So,
and he was putting his hands up to catch the
with the
ball.
bats. Literally and figuratively. But and yeah, so then what, the first super over,
I don't believe they have those
Afghanistan
stats.
batted first.
No, we batted first in the first super over, didn't we?
No, we were chasing.
Yes, and then he hit a 6 on the last ball.
Yeah, so Afghanistan 17 for no loss. I mean, that's a decent score. I wouldn't say an impossible score, but it's a decent score. and we only just got there to tie it. Where who was it again? Tristan Stubbs hit the 6
on the last ball
to tie it off the last ball. And again, I found it quite interesting that, or not interesting, but it shows how much the team trust in Tristan Stubbs. That even though when they batted an actual match, he made 1 off 2, that the team had that belief in him that, you know,
he's going to hit it.
Hades, you know, maybe, you know, didn't quite hit it, but we know you can. So then they're like, power overs, super overs, you're going in. And then the second one, we batted first, then 23-0. I remember seeing a clip on Instagram where, as they finished batting Miller and Stubbs, immediately Miller was gesturing, we are opening.
The next game.
Like, or the next super over. Like, he literally was to Tristan, like, you and me are, we doing this. Even though Deovold did good, I mean, 6 off 2, so he did good, but, yeah, posting 23, and then Afghanistan, I think it's, if I remember hearing correct, it was two dot balls, and then everyone was like, yeah, South Africa in the bag.
Yeah.
And then
they needed 18 off 3.
And then
he went.
No, they needed
18 off 3, and he went 6. 6.
No, they needed 24 or 4.
Okay. Oh yes, and he hit 3.
And then he hit 3 sixes in a row.
And then we bowled a wide.
And then Kesh bowled a wide. I mean, the idea was perfect. The wide full Yorker. It should be the go-to in that situation as a spinner. You miss the mark, bowls a wide.
But also, if you just bowl it straight, that's another tie. Like if he doesn't hit it for 6, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's why he had to bowl that.
No, he didn't.
He
didn't because it's a tie. Even if he hits a 6, it's a draw. It gives you another chance on another super over.
But you're obviously going for the win.
But they wouldn't have another super over. They would have another draw. They would have a bowl off.
No, they would have.
Not a bowl off.
No, they were. No, apparently it was going to be another super over.
I would have done that. I would have got another super over. Bowl your normal ball, your most trusted ball. Don't bowl the wide. Because now, you bowl the wide, he hits a 6, you guys lose.
But he then bowled another wide. It wasn't wide, but a wide-ish, an outside off Yorker that the guy then chipped to cover Court Miller. But yeah, that gave everyone heart palpitations.
Yeah.
That, oh my gosh, like you say, were we going to fumble before we even make the playoffs? In the, what is this, South Africa's first game?
No, we played Canada before this.
Oh yeah, sorry, yes, we did play
That
Canada.
doesn't count though.
But yeah, no, that's, yeah, we kind of rolled Canada pretty easily. But yeah, no, it's so, if this is how things are going, this could be one hell of a T20 World Cup. Although I still kind of feel India's in the final. India's
gonna walk it, I think. India-Australia final. Just like last time.
I tell you what, that's probably the right.
I don't know.
It's the safe money. Yeah. It's the safe money. I don't see Sri Lanka doing it. I want us to do it, but I'm not sure.
To keep in theme with this podcast, did you see what Donald Trump tweeted?
Which thing that he tweeted?
Narrow it down a bit.
Dude, his Truth Social is littered with absolutely outrageous comments lately. No. So you got to be more specific. He
said, I've just heard that the US cricket team is participating in a World Cup. We have a very strong team. We have the best players in the world. Good luck. I know you guys are going to do well or something. Right. So it was something along those lines, and I'll let you speak now while I look for it. Maybe actually, you know what? I'll just put it on screen here. Whatever. We can look at it. But then you go and look at their lineup, They have one South African, first of all.
And he's actually doing really
He's
well.
really good, yeah.
He took 3 wickets in both games that they've played.
Yeah, he was under 20. He played for the under 20 team.
I mean, the South African.
No, he played for USA under 20.
Oh.
Yeah, and
He went
the
over
USA under
as
20 did very well.
Yeah.
Most of those players have been. Anyway, the rest of the players are all Indian.
Yeah.
And the one guy, he's a leading developer at Oracle, which is a whole conspiracy thing. But it's like if Donald Trump knew what the team looked like.
He doesn't, and meanwhile, arse is bloody shutting down every immigrant. Meanwhile, their national cricket team is a bunch of immigrants. Talk about immigrants and people playing where they're not born. We have if I'm not mistaken, it's John Smuts. Has a couple Proteas caps. A fairly established T20 cricketer.
He played for the Titans for quite a while.
Yeah, exactly. And he is playing for Italy at this World Cup. Although, apparently, I don't know if this is like 100% confirmed, but apparently he's never even been to Italy. He just has a...
Italian passport.
He has an Italian passport.
Okay, but also, I didn't even know Italy played cricket.
Exactly. Me neither. But they're at the World Cup apparently. So, I mean, up to them. Well done.
I think we could put together a side that could compete against some of these teams.
Unless you're meaning like an SAA and an SAB and an SAC, maybe.
No, I mean like you, me, Jason.
Oh, we'll get throttled, my guy. We'll get absolutely throttled. But who knows? Maybe next year the seniors will have Japan, because I saw Japan's under 20s were not looking too shabby.
Okay.
They were performing. So maybe in the coming years, Japan, although most of their players were Japanese.
It's probably the ones that weren't good enough to play baseball, decided to play cricket.
It could be a thing. I mean, even in America, it seems to be a big trend. I've been seeing oaks on TikTok and Instagram where they're doing those trends of former, not Major League Baseball, but one of the second or third division players, which is still very impressive because, I mean, baseball is stupidly big in America.
Huge.
And it's so big that, like, different... Anyway, where they've gone, we're not making it, let's try cricket. Obviously, just as batters, no bowling, and you know what? The mechanisms and the hand-eye coordination do translate.
Also,
a bit of technique adjustment, but it translates.
They're good hitters. Like, they can hit quite far. I can't imagine them playing technical shots. So you'd probably put them at like a 6 or 7. They could field in the outfield for sure. So
no, 100%.
Yeah, they can definitely catch. They can definitely throw. So yeah, I can see it happening.
I mean, professional athletes at that level, they should be able to pick up a bit of more technical side of cricket batting. I mean, you look at how many cricketers are excellent at golf, excellent at tennis. Okay, maybe a lot of them played through school, but a lot of oaks pick up golf once they get rich and famous.
Yeah.
Not so much in school. And that's a very technical sport, that.
Yeah, but I mean, it all comes down to see ball, hit ball.
Yes, that's actually the core ingredient for all of those sports. See ball, hit ball. And whoever hits it the furthest is pretty much usually the best. But so it's been interesting.
Yeah, but I'm a bit upset with the Irish national team because they only have cricket in like Dublin and Cork, which are 2 hours and 5 hours away from me. So It's not something I could just go and pick up on the weekend. No one in this area plays anything near cricket. There's a Facebook page for the town, and someone posted, "Hey, just moved here. Is anyone interested in cricket or know anything about playing cricket?" Not a single reply. I was the only one. I was like, "Yeah, pick me."
Shame, was another foreign intruder in Ireland, or was it?
No, yeah, it was a guy from India. Yeah.
I was a guy from India. Oh, that is so stereotypical.
But like,
Oh, we're gonna.
but like, if you look at the captain Paul Sterling, he's like 45 years old now, but he's still playing.
I think that is Ireland's problem, is that they've done like what South Africa used to do, where they just held on to their core group of players and just
Yeah, they have
bleed anyone
they have
in.
they have one or two young guys which are up and coming. They have like Harry Tector, who plays in the RPL, so like he's quite decent. But the issue is, when you come to Ireland, your first sport is Gaelic football, right? That is, if you are Irish, you play that. If you don't want to play that, if you're more aggressive and you want to hit someone, then you play hurling. Hurling is essentially lacrosse, but with like a wooden paddle.
A paddle, yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's like a mix of ice hockey and field hockey and
lacrosse, yeah, and
lacrosse.
yeah, but it's this
but
similar rules.
not as much padding as lacrosse.
Yeah, no, you just got a helmet. You just got a helmet.
Yeah.
And
from what I've seen, there's no gloves or anything. It's just paddle, helmet,
and a hard leather ball.
Whack.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, the sports are definitely interesting to follow. They're a lot of fun, but that is your main thing. Now, if you play Gaelic football or hurling, and let's say you want to actually make some money, because they don't pay them here. Those are all like passion. Yeah. The goal is you get really good at Gaelic football. You go over to Australia and you play Aussie rules, and that's where they make the money. But if you want to make money, then you'll play rugby. You'll switch over to rugby. Obviously, rugby is very big, very recently, but very big. Like it's
and soccer or football.
Yeah,
not so much.
They do call it soccer here, depending on where you are. They are not the best, but I would say soccer is possibly the fourth sport. Okay, then you have all the other random sports. You have like what's that? There's one where they throw a hard rock down a road.
I've seen videos on Instagram.
That goes hard.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, that goes hard.
I haven't been bothered to look up the rule just because of how ridiculous it looks. Where I'm just like, okay, there's a crowd, and Oka runs up, throws a rock, and then like kind of chases it a little bit, and I'm like,
yeah. So
what?
No, so the road is your level of difficulty. So you pick a level of difficulty, right? And the goal is to get it as far away from you as possible without touching anything. So that's why they do.
So without bouncing off.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And you got to have a straight arm when you throw it. That's why they do like the funny skip thing, because they got to skip, but they also got to like flick their wrist so that it can go like around. Because there's maybe a corner down the end, and they want it to get to grip down there. So there's technique to it, but yeah. Cricket is like the 12th, 14th sport. Yeah, so... which means I could have a chance of making it, but I'd have to move to Dublin and actually take it seriously. But I've seen their bowlers, and like, it's, they don't have great bowlers. That is the issue. They have good batsmen, but their bowlers are not... I'm looking at their team here, they've got 2 bowlers. That's it. The rest are all rounders.
Yeah, that's a bit of a risky one. But yeah, and I've been checking all the scores now, and India 209 for 9. So well done, Namibia, getting wickets. Namibia only made 116. Eesh. Close match, Nepal, Italy, 123 all out. Italy made 124 for no loss. Sri Lanka, Oman. Sri Lanka scored 225. Oman 120. West Indies versus England. Oh, two strong teams. West Indies coming out on top. Well done, West Indies. England are having a hard time with cricket. Shame. But West Indies 196 for 6. England all out for 166. Australia, Ireland 182 for 6. So well done, Ireland. They kept Australia at bay. So that's pretty good. Ireland all out for 115. Okay, the Afghanistan South Africa match, we just talked about that. Pakistan, USA. Pakistan 190 for 9. USA got to 158. Not bad. New Zealand. The UAE made 173 against New Zealand. So definitely batting deck. New Zealand then got 175 for no loss. In 15 overs, mind you. So that's a batting deck and a half. Then the Netherlands, Namibia, two of the smaller teams. So that was a pretty good match. That would have been good to watch as well. 156 for Namibia. Netherlands got it in 18 overs, 159. That was probably a good match to watch. South Africa, Canada, you mentioned that already. 213. And we let Canada get to 156. We still won by 57 runs. But the fact we let Canada get to 156 just tells me that, also shows me why we performed the way we did against Afghanistan. As much as Afghanistan is an upcoming country.
Unfortunately, your bingo card is not coming true.
Tis not. Not at all. Scotland scored 207 against Italy.
Yeah, but Italy doesn't play cricket, man.
Wow. But for Scotland to do that, holy moly. Go Scotland. Sri Lanka beat Ireland. England almost lost to Nepal. Nepal. England scored 184 for 7. Nepal got to 180 in their 20 overs. They almost beat England.
That's mad.
What is going on in England? They're supposed to be one of the cricketing giants. What the hell? Yo, Afghanistan almost beat New Zealand as well. No, Allah. New Zealand walked it. Afghanistan 182. New Zealand 183 in 17 overs. So New Zealand's looking pretty hot as well. But I think your call is still right. I think it's India, Australia.
Yeah. The English side seems to be new guys. Like Phil Salt, Jacob Bethel, Tom Banton.
I think Salt, played in the SA20.
Will Jacks, Jamie Overton, Liam Dawson. Don't know any of these those are.
They got Ben Duckett. But is this the... I mean, is Josh Butler's playing?
Yeah.
So they got one well-established T20 player.
Yeah, and Jafar Archer.
Okay. Oh, Adil Rashid as well. But there was the other ones, yeah, there's a lot of names not familiar
Also,
with.
West Indies has a bunch of new players as well. Jason Holder seems to be the only one.
But I think for West Indies that's good though, because all their older cricketers were a little bit carrots up their arse, thinking they're a bit too good for the team.
Yeah, they were too famous. That was the problem.
Yes, they were too famous, and it was affecting. But Shai Hope, shame. He is a phenomenal batter, but because the team has been doing so badly, it reflects poorly for him because it overshadows his performances. Because I saw him playing in the SA20, and he's a talent. So he's definitely someone to look out for. But yeah,
Well, he scored
the rest of them.
scored 0 against England, so
Did he?
great talent.
look at me talking him up, and then he gets flipping 0. Oh, Travis Head, golly. Have him listed as a middle order batter. How dare they? How dare they? Here's the everything batter. I mean, those are oaks I'd have in any T20 team. Travis Head, Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis,
Mitchell Marsh.
Is Mitch Marsh there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Mitch Marsh, Pat Cummins, Josh Hazelwood. Oh no, they're withdrawn. Pat Cummins and Josh Hazelwood are withdrawn. Maybe, I don't know if it's injury or they just didn't need them. Okay, their bowlers are a bit new. Okay, Adam Zampa, familiar with them, but otherwise the other bowlers I got no idea. Xavier Burlett, Nathan Ellis.
All I know about Zampa is he ran someone out with his nose.
Oh wait, is that the one where it
It hit him in the
went
it
down
hit him
to
in the
Phil
nose,
'cause
yeah.
and then it, yeah.
And Marcus Stoinis, he's the one that killed Phil Hughes. Wasn't it?
Is he? Is he the one that bowled the bouncer?
Yeah, isn't it? I think it was him.
No, man, that bowler stopped playing. I'm so sure that bowler stopped playing cricket.
Who was it?
Google it.
Was it not Stoinis?
I don't think it was Stoinis. I think it was a different bowler that stopped playing cricket.
Sean Abbott. Yeah, he has stopped.
I think he stopped pretty soon after.
Yeah, I would also.
Yeah, no. Yeah, as much as it's not intentional, you still kind of feel like, how do you come back from that?
And then
Josh
the
Inglis,
other Abbott,
I don't
so
know.
Carl Abbott, he also he's in Australia.
No, he's been playing. Isn't he in England still playing county?
Oh yes, sorry, in England, but he's hitting people in the head.
Oh, is he?
I was like, I remember seeing it. He bowled. I think it was 2. He hit someone in the head twice, and it's like, it must be an Abbott name.
Yes. It's how many years later, and I'm still gonna say too soon.
Yeah. That was 2014.
Oh wait, there's 2 South Africans in the Italy team.
Okay.
Wayne Madsen.
Don't know who that is.
He is a South African. The Madsen family is a massive family in regards to hockey in South Africa.
Okay.
Lots of national players that played, or like in that family that played. So even this Wayne Madsen, if I remember correctly, he's a ex South African hockey player. It was either brothers or cousins of his. I played hockey with one of the younger Madsens.
Okay.
Who's now living in Australia though. But yeah, that's another South African.
Well,
And then John Smuts.
JJ Smuts has his Proteas shirt on in his player's profile.
No.
And then
Oh my god. No man, they.
that's embarrassing.
Surely. Are you also on ESPN Crick Info?
No.
Okay, I'm on ESPN Crick Info. And surely they could have uploaded a picture
Joe Burns.
with him
Joe
in...
Burns has this Australian cap on.
Where is he playing for?
Italy.
Oh, is he also playing? So there's an Australian playing. That is...
Italy is probably like, hey, is anyone out there who want to play?
Jasprit Singh. Did he not play a couple games for India? Or at least at junior level? Jasprit. I mean, you're very Italian, my guy. Jasprit Singh.
Indian-born Italian cricketer.
Born Pagwara. Hey, he's our age, 1993. Good on you, lad.
Bro,
Doing the 93s proud.
Yeah, but we're not young, so
Yeah, I was gonna say is.
we're on the older side. he's an older player now.
I know. It maybe because I've got such a baby face, but it truly is one of the things where, or maybe it's the ADHD mind that ignores the fact we're getting old. Where I keep seeing names and people are like, oh yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh wait, I played against him in school 14 to 15 years ago. It's no longer, oh yeah, no, we played in school together. It's like,
He made it, I didn't.
it's no longer like a close gap as well. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I'm like here renting a little place and he is getting paid millions to play cricket.
Yeah, and on that sad note.
And on that sad note, we didn't. Well, you made it. You got out of the country. I'm still here. Go to South Africa. Born and raised. Should I get one of those tattoos somewhere that's like made in South Africa? One of
No.
the stupid ones on the inside of my finger. Made in RSA.
No.
Or like a not the full Africa tattoo, just a point. And then everyone's gonna be confused why I've got an arrow. And they'll be like, no, it was just a bad South Africa. It'll be a talking point
Sure.
for like the two friends I have. Pretty much just you making fun of me.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Actually already
Yeah, like they found the house.
chosen a
Yeah,
house.
like
and
it's within their. We don't want to spill all of his drama, but it's within his price range, and he's got the deposit, so he's busy doing all the paperwork and stuff. Yeah, I know. While we here trying to make a living off.
so we could get deposit.
Yeah.
Well, at least me get a deposit to buy a house. But maybe I'll just refurb the already paid off house my mom has. Maybe that's a plan. Save some money.
Yeah, it'll just be me with that house.
Yeah. Renting forever.
Oh, please no! I don't want to do that. That's not not something I'm interested in at all.
You say that, and then there are people like my father-in-law who had a house, was like, we don't feel like paying a bond. We're going to rent. It is a beautiful house they're renting.
Mm-hmm.
Very big. But it's like a lot of money.
Yeah,
So I can't, from my opinion, to pay that much and to never own a property, because that's their plan now.
Well-
they don't want to
well,
buy.
funny enough, I spoke to Jason's dad, and he's also in the mindset of renting is better because there's no real accountability for you to like upkeep the house at least to a level where the landlord is like, you can live there for another year. Do you know what I mean? Like if something goes
Yeah.
wrong, if something breaks, it's someone else's responsibility, or you can hand it over. There's like less taxes and stuff like that. There's, if it floods, that's your livelihood, you know. But if it's
Yeah.
someone else's house, you can move. So there's a lot less stress. But I'm the type of person where I want a house because number one, I have ADHD, so I like to change things a lot. But number two is
Likewise,
I want to be able to put something up that is mine and it was my decision, and I get to keep it and no one gets to tell me no. For example, the color of these walls, which is like I don't even know what it is. It's like some kind of yellow. I'd prefer if these walls were like a green or a black or, you know, something striking. or even closer to white than what it is. But I can't paint the walls because I need to speak to the landlord and get his approval and go through that whole process. Whereas if it's my own house, I'm like, I want to paint that wall, paint it.
Yeah. No, I'm completely with you on that. Short term, the renting makes sense. You know, if I know theoretically that I'm gonna move to the Cape in 5 years, then obviously I'm not gonna buy a house in KZN. Doesn't make sense. But as a long term thing, like to be where I'm gonna live for the next 15, 20 years, renting to me doesn't make sense. As much as you got a lot less on your shoulders with the responsibilities and your geyser bursts. Hey landlord, come fix it. I get the convenience.
Use the rent I've been paying you to fix it, yeah. But I don't like renting because the current situation, especially in Ireland, is favouring the landlords. So a landlord could kick you out for a number of things. And when he gets a new tenant in, he's allowed to raise his prices to match the standard. Because the rental prices don't increase every single year like they do in South Africa. Here, you agree on a payment, it's that until you move out. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So that it gives them more incentive to kick you out in a couple of years. So get someone else in, raise the prices. Everyone else in the area can then also raise their price. And then the prices just go up and up and up, and it's disgusting, really, because the people that are renting they're not choosing your house because it's their favorite house. They're renting because they probably don't have another option. Everyone would love to buy a house. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the issue with renting, is that you have to be the best tenant in the world to make up for them not being able to get more money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I didn't even contact my landlord. It's like, I'll deal with it myself. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's like you say, in South Africa it goes up every year. And I think as long as you're a tenant in South Africa, that one obviously doesn't destroy the property and you always pay on time. Okay, maybe I've got a good landlord. As soon as we've had any minor issues, comes running. But at the same time, because he's got so many rentals, I think he's pretty much retired.
Yeah.
So he can just sort it out. You know, he's not going to his office job and then only sorts it on the weekend. So it's literally, hey, geyser burst, pipe burst, leaking everywhere in my kitchen. 5 minutes he's there fixing it. So I guess I'm lucky, got a good landlord. And it's not a official estate, even though he's kind of turned it into one, where his house is next to 4 units that he's built.
Okay.
So it's like a complex, but not a complex kind of thing. So there's no weird homeowners association shit I need to abide by, like when you're at one of the fancy estates. Although I'm paying estate rentals just without the levies and all the other stuff. So I'm almost paying a bond monthly. Like I practically am. I'm paying, in essence, the bond on R1 million home. So for me, there's no incentive to keep renting. It's like,
that's the most annoying thing with me. If I had to buy this exact house for the price that it's at, right? Minimum down payment, which is 10% in Ireland. Okay, if I put that down and I bought this house as it is, my rent would go down. My monthly payments would go down by like 200 euros.
It's weird how the world works like that. So yeah, that's my incentive to fix up the place that my mom is living in now, my childhood home, because it's paid off. So I could take out a bond for, call it 500,000 to fix up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm paying half of what I'd be paying now. And then I'd be in a house fixed and renovated to my taste. But
It seems like the writing is on the wall.
the writing is on the
Do
wall.
it.
It's just now gotta build her granny flat first, so we can get all of her shit
Well,
out the
well,
house.
you got to get a loan first to do that.
I don't know. She's gonna pay for that,
Okay.
thankfully.
Right.
But it's still like 200k, so still not a cheap deal. But it's just a little 1 bedroom thing that she's gonna build down there. But
Well, the property value will go up, so
yeah, it will, because I've been looking at stuff, and in a price range between 2 million and 1.5 million in South Africa, in either Westville or Kloof, Hillcrest, and everything in between, is a home in worse condition than what is in my Pinetown childhood home. The condition is worse. They're all
yeah.
as the real estate agents market it, renovators' dreams.
Oh, yes.
Because it's a non-negotiable that we have to have a granny flat, so my mom can live on the property as well. So they're all trashed. So then it doesn't make sense to, because then I'm gonna have a 15,000-20,000 rand a month bond. Then I still need to renovate, which is like another 500,000.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's-
you
it's-
gotta unfortunately start shopping at like 3.5 million.
no, like legit. And then it's not even a fancy. Then it's just a nice move-in ready
Yeah.
home. It's not like a lavish thing in Mount Edgecombe. It's
I was
just
gonna say Mount
3-bedroom house.
Is Mount Edgecombe still good? Or is it gone downhill?
No, it's still good. Still full of swingers. But I think there you're getting a granny flat for 3.5 mil.
Yeah, no,
Those properties are going for 6 and up minimum.
yeah, I know.
Minimum.
Surrounding areas are not
But,
great, but
You got Gateway right there.
Shit.
A lot of famous people visiting Gateway. A lot of sports stars
really?
living in Management. Yeah, they all go live in Management, play golf when they're not training. A lot of Sharks rugby players.
Oh, so
Not too many
Durban
cricketers.
sports, not like
Durban
not international
sports. No,
sports.
not. Well, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 Springboks, but
If you could, if you
cricketers
could,
not
you
so
would
much.
definitely move to Cape Town. If you're wealthy.
if I was wealthy and with my current company, the head office is Cape Town. So if I were to climb the chain, which is obviously the goal, you all want to climb the chain at some stage. Maybe I can afford things then. But one of the caveats is they want everyone to be in the Cape.
Okay, then they must pay for it.
But then they also, yeah. So that's the thing. So they will, or at least they have for, I know 1 or 2 guys that joined the company when marketing. Same time I joined the company, and they were in Joburg. Company paid for them to move to the Cape.
Yeah.
So, if I work hard, do some impressing, who knows? Maybe I will live in the Cape.
Yeah.
I don't know how my missus will handle that, because
Yeah, she didn't want to move
she's
to.
attached
She didn't want to move
to
to Ireland.
her mom's.
Yeah, so.
So, I think even the Cape will be a stretch, but
We'll wait for her to watch this
Paying the
episode
bills.
and let us know in the comments what she thinks.
be kind, babe. But no,
Should we get to the reason why people clicked on this video?
I think we probably should, now that we've talked enough.
Yeah. I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna
Bananas.
cut that to the front of the videos.
Just stop the videos. Right. But on that note, yeah. Next week's topic. What tattoo I should get next.
Let us know in the comments below.
It's got to be child friendly. It's got to be inspired by my child. So we're going to think of brainstorm. Yaku,
Okay.
brainstorm with me. Please still be here, Yaku. We're really counting on you.
I think Yaku unsubscribed at this point.
Alright, Terence.
Alright.
Say goodbye.